I just turned 40, and this is kind of weird. Like, I'm noticing some things. Like, I'm noticing I'm getting this, like, dad rage, like, out of nowhere. You know what I'm talking about. Like, you get so mad about the littlest things. Like, let me share this story with you. My wife, my kids, my grandma, we all went to this Japanese restaurant called Osaka. It's like a Benihana. They make the food right in front of you. It's like a really cool, like, spectacle. But there's a portion of the show where the guy fries up an egg and he cuts it up into, I'm not kidding. He cuts it up into small pieces and he takes turns flinging it in everyone's mouth, right? So my kids catch it, my wife, my grandma, who's legally blind, she catches it. And then it gets to me, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll do this. I was raised with manners, this is highly inappropriate, right? And he flung it, and I'm not trying to be like a bad sport, but it was a bad fling. It was. He sailed it on me, right? And you look stupid. You're like, and everyone's laughing, having a good time, right? He's like, you try again. Didn't even count down. Flings it, hits me in my chest. Like I'm sitting down. Like how? And everyone's having so much fun. But now my birthday's ruined. This guy's like messing with me. He's like, oh, what's wrong, baby bird? You look like baby bird trying to eat egg. I'm like, what did you call me? Like the whole dinner, he's being inappropriate. He's like flirting with my wife. He's like, oh, me put wasabi on your boobs. I'm like, is anybody listening to this guy? So I'm mad. My birthday's ruined. I'm pouting the whole time. Finally, I nudged my wife. I'm like, I'm gonna talk to this guy's manager. She made a good point. She's like, what are you gonna say? I was like, he called me a bird and I'm a man. I have arms. So she made me realize that was stupid, right? So we toughed out dinner. And as we're leaving, I turned back to look at my arch enemy one more time, right? And I swear to you, he does this little like little flap. I swear, he does this little flap of his hands like at his side. And that's why I blacked out. I don't remember what happened. I just know I'm not allowed in Osaka anymore. My wife told me I took a koi fish from the pond. I was like, you're gonna treat me like a bird? I'm gonna act like a bird. All right, I started eating. This kind of shows my age too. So I have a smartphone, and I just recently came into the emojis. You know, like the emojis, there's like 6 or 7 sheets of them. Like I've heard of them, but I never dabbled. But now I love them. There's like everything. There's poop. There's a smiling piece of poop. And I can justify all of them. They all make sense, but there's one that drives me crazy. It's a girl, I don't know if you guys, it's a girl and she's doing this. Like she's got her arms at an X in front of her. You know that common, that common gesture that most women do, right? This can't be good. But it just drives me nuts. And this is how bad, I have really bad insomnia and I stay up and I think I'm worried about this girl, like, because emojis, it's a Japanese-based company. And this is how bad my insomnia is and my racing thoughts. I keep thinking there's like a girl in a factory that makes emojis, but she's being abused and she's being like enslaved. So she's trying to send out like a Da Vinci Code. Like, Chris in Iowa, please help me. Please help me, you will figure this out. And I'm like, Chris, you need to go to bed. Just Google it. Google it, you big dummy. So I Googled emoji girl with arms at an X, right? And as soon as I hit enter or search, my phone rang. And I was like, hello? And all the voice said was, getting too close, baby bird. It's the same guy. It's the same guy.